So far this semester, we've been talking in general about characteristics of functions, specifically their domain and range. But this week, we're going to focus on the most simple function, which is the linear function. So linear equations is the simplest mathematical model for relating two variables. A linear equation in two variables takes the form y equals mx plus b. The equation is called linear because its graph is a line. First, we'll look at graphing linear equations using their intercepts. So remember, when we were looking at the graph of an equation or the graph of a function, the x-intercept is where it crosses the x-axis, and the y-intercept is where the graph crosses the y-axis. You may also recall that the x-intercept of a graph occurs at a, 0. So the y value of any x-intercept is 0. Conversely, the y-intercept occurs at 0, b. So the x-coordinate of any point that lies on the y-axis is 0. Using this knowledge, we can find the x and y-intercepts algebraically as follows. To find the x-intercept, we're going to let y equal 0. And to find the y-intercept, we're going to let x equal 0. So let's look at this example. We're asked to graph the equation by identifying the x and y-intercepts. So first, to find the x-intercept, we're going to let y equal 0. So we'll have 3x minus 2, but instead of y, we're going to plug in 0, and that is equal to 6. So that will give us 3x equals 6, and if we divide both sides by 3, we get x equals 2. So the x-intercept occurs at 2, 0. To find the y-intercept, we're going to let x equal 0. So to find the y-intercept, we're going to let x equal 0. So instead of x, we're going to plug in 0 here. So 3 times 0 minus 2 times y equals 6. That's going to give us negative 2y equals 6. And if we divide both sides by negative 2, that's going to give us y equals negative 3. So the y-intercept of this line is 0, negative 3. So it only takes 2 points to determine a line. So if I graph these points, I have 2, 0, which means I go right 2 and I don't go up and down. To graph 0, negative 3, I don't go right or left, but I go down 3. And so those 2 points, there's only one line that will go through both of those points. So we see it here. So we graph this line, 3x minus 2y equals 6, by plotting the x and y intercepts and then connecting those points.